Hey, I was just thinking, isn't it amazing that you can be miles and miles away from someone, but yet you can, with the help of technology, literally invite them in your own kitchen, which is exactly what's happening right now. You are in my kitchen. Welcome. Make yourselves very, very comfortable. And I think it's in some ways perhaps even ironic that today we've chosen to speak with you about traveling. Over time, I have reconsidered many of my likes and dislikes, and had to admit that some of the things that I considered my passions turned out to be nothing but infatuations. In reality, I think the biggest, strongest, most important passion that I've ever had is traveling. And there are many reasons why that is the case. I guess the first reason is because traveling allows you to try on a different hat, to try being a personality that is very different from the way you are in your day-to-day life. You can try being frivolous, you can try being generous, you can try being stingy, you can try being anything pretty much. Rich, poor, spiritual, intellectual, light-hearted. And this is amazing. You can try a lifestyle that you would never have anything to do in your real life. The second thing, and the thing which I think perhaps is even more important, is the fact that traveling allows you to discover yourself in a way that nothing else does. When I think about it, I always remember the example of Siddhartha Gautama, who later became what we know as Buddha. He came from a very, very rich family and experienced in his life nothing but luxury. So when all of a sudden he found himself outside his prison of comfort and endless joy, and experienced poverty, sadness, pain, despair that was surrounding his cage, he thought a lot of thoughts, he came up with a lot of ideas about what life actually was. I think in the same way when you travel, you get transported into a life that you can compare to your own thoughts, and you can, by doing that, see what you are, and perhaps more importantly what you are not. You can see what you would like to have in your life and what you would never ever be able to tolerate. Today I would like to sing for you a song that I personally love very much, and to me this is an illustration of this idea, experiencing something that you do not have in your life that allows you to discover yourself. To end this little talk, I would just like to share with you a thought that I once came across somewhere while surfing the net, I guess one of the social networks. It went like this, the quote went like this: the only two things that you will ever regret in your life is that you haven't loved enough and that you haven't traveled enough. I sincerely hope that you manage to do both, love and travel enough. Enjoy the song, please. Have you seen an old man in the closed down market, kicking up the paper with his worn out shoes? In his eyes you see no pride, and held loosely at his side yesterday's paper telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London to show you something to make you change your mind. Have you seen an old girl who walks down the streets of London? Dirt is in her hair and her clothes is in rags. She's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking, carrying her home into carrier bags. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London to show you something to make you change your mind. In the all-night cafe at 11:15, same old man sitting there on his own. He looks at the world over the rim of his teacup. Each tea lasts an hour and he wanders home alone. Have you seen an old man outside the seaman's mission? Memory fading together with the metal ribbons that he wears. In a winter city, rain cries a little pity for one more forgotten hero and a world that doesn't care. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London to show you something to make you change your